This is what life is about, fam. Got my beetroot juice right here. I got good sunlight. I can touch grass. New city, let me show y'all how the vibes is. New content. Let me see. Welcome to the trap. Nah, let me see. But nah, bro. You know what's been on my mind lately? It's just how life hits when you down. You know, like it could be loss, it could be failures, um, breakups, just the low points of your life when you mess up big time, and how much clarity you get in those situations, bro. Like right now, I just lost my job, did some dumb shit, got fired, and I'm in a city that I moved and uprooted my life for. Now, granted, I'm blessed to have like some side gigs where I make money on the side, so my bills are still paid. But it just put it in the perspective of like how much more emphasis I need to put on my side gigs because of the fact that I'm too reliant on my main. Like right now, my main is gone, and I would be hit if I didn't have no side gigs. I would be fucked. And I'm glad that I'm not in that position, but it put it clarity of that. And even the way that your day to day is, my day to day used to be so much more structured because I had a 9 to 5, and I'm still looking to get a job. The reason why I actually got fired is because I was going to an interview for another job, and I was late and did some dumb shit on the clock. Uh, Basically, like say for example, you're supposed to be there at 1 o'clock. I fuck around and like get there at like 1:10, 1:15, and I just wouldn't clock in. And so then they'd be like, "Hey, Mason, you here and you not on the clock?" I'd be like, "Oh damn, you clock me in. I got here at 1." They'd be like, "Cool, put me in at 1," even though I got here 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late. And yeah, I mean they caught on to that shit. They was like, "Hey, actually you got to the locker room at like 1:10, so were you here at 1 o'clock or were you late?" And I was like, "Well, I was running a little behind. I had something to do, blah blah blah. I must have forgot to clock in." But they were like, "Yeah, that's time fraud," which is crazy. But actions have consequences. So, I mean, that's just me giving a moment of transparency on what the situation was. But, I mean, it's fucked up. But I was literally leaving another interview for a different job. So hopefully that goes well. But regardless, this moment, this peace of mind showed me how much more important it is for me to focus on all the other things that I have a calling for. Not in the sense of saying fuck a 9 to 5, but remember that 9 to 5 can be gone in an instant. And not even just job wise, like sometimes when people pass, like, you have family members that pass on, you sit there and you realize like the things you could have been doing, appreciating people more, people around you, being more present, grounded, the little things, that you take for granted until it's gone. And then you should also change your habits. Like sometimes you may have habits that you have had for a long time, but it takes that level of exposure, that level of putting it right in front of your face to make changes. You try to be a slick guy who tries to get over all the time, and it bit me in the ass. That's what happened. Now I'm fucking unemployed. Holy fucking fries in a bag. And now, whew, I'm drinking beetroot juice. And I have never fucking drank this shit in the powder form. This is my first time drinking it in the powder. I've drank in the like canisters they have at like Whole Foods and shit, but this is pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, but it's good for you and helps your circulation, your blood flow. I'm not doing it for the Diddy reasons, but that's a plus. But all in all, man, this shit is good, bro. I mean, this transition to the new city has been smooth on me. The weather's nice, the summer's good. I really want to live somewhere where it's summer year round, but you know, you just got to stay focused on your path and make sure that if you have any other things that you want to do, make sure that you're staying grounded on those things because they can be gone in an instant. So ensure that you're really putting your best foot forward, even like with this content shit or other business ideas that I have. It just reinforced me that I need to triple X, like really go in on my 5 to 9 outside of my 9 to 5 because it's easy to get comfortable in a 9 to 5, but sometimes it takes some exposure. But also don't beat yourself up so much, bro, because a lot of times we'll say you're not doing enough, but you're doing things which, like sometimes you may be doing tasks that aren't as needle moving, and so you'll beat yourself up like I didn't do shit today, but you did some little minute things. You did like, oh, I set up this website or I set up something small around the business. I didn't fucking make 20 sales today or 100x my profits, but I still made strides. And I think that that's important to remind yourself that you are moving in alignment and doing more things that are bettering you and your situation, you know. And carpe diem, man, seize the day, because yesterday's gone. Accept it, bro. Yesterday's gone. It won't ever be here again. So you really just have to hone in and be able to acknowledge the fact that, like, hey, today's a new day, and I have the opportunity to make a change and live with alignment in the person that I want to become. Because you really need to find that. I think that's the journey of life, is trying to figure out who the man in the mirror really, really wants to be. And unfortunately, you have to in order to do that, you have to also give away some ideas. Because I'm sure that there's many of you who want to do a lot of things, like myself. And I'm not perfect either, but trying to figure out what it is that I truly want to do, that I'm willing to do over anything else. And that is what they don't tell you, because it's not about being able to do everything, because you really can do anything you put your mind to, but you cannot do everything, you know? And that's a hard pill to swallow, because there may be things you might have wanted to be: a snowboarder, a skydiver, a fucking book author, a podcaster, and a YouTube streamer all at once. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to let go of some of those ideas. And that may be my own life that I'm peering into. But just a little bit of fun that things I like to do or want to do. But you have to have time and seasons where you're putting in reps to really become the one thing that is most important, you know, while also living, which is crazy concept to be even really thinking about. It's like, oh yeah, what are these things that I want to do that society says that, hey, I should do these things to make money and to put myself out there and to be of use to society. But in the grand scheme, we're fucking human beings on this earth that really were only supposed to be put here to shit, fuck, eat, and sleep. like what if I just want to shit, fuck, eat, and sleep and drink? You know, have a little bit of time for that too and see the world and shit. But sometimes you can do a little bit of both, and I think that's what finding balance is really in life. But nonetheless, you got to keep your gases going, your juices flowing. But I like this little vibe I got out here, man. I thought about it. I was like, let me pick up this camera and see if I could fuck around and make some content out here, because this shit is pretty player. I got my cushion off Facebook Marketplace. You can't really see that. Got a good pillow. Throw that bitch behind me. Got my back against the wall, figuratively and literally. It's a cool vibe, man. Life is good. Don't let all these things get in the way of your own distractions and your own successes in life, because I believe in you and I'm rooting for you, bro. Real shit.